Every great professional has an instrument. We built one for teachers. It's called Praxis.
Today is different than 20, 30 years ago for teachers. And certainly what we hear at Education International in terms of our own surveys around well-being and stress and burnout and things like that, high-performing systems understand the multiple challenges that teachers are working on.
Pedagogical and professional autonomy go hand in hand. Teachers with high GPK spend less time in keeping order in the class.
Who are underprepared leave at much higher rates. That contributes to shortages. It contributes to churn. We also know that that reduces student achievement.
So we built Praxis, a teacher's journal that writes back. One question: how was today? Fans out to 6 Claude Opus 4.7 specialists. A memory of past lessons. A mirror that scores the practice. A researcher grounded in the evidence base. An experiment designer. An attention coach. And a safeguarding check. A seventh agent, the coach, orchestrates them and returns one grounded answer. Onboarding takes a minute. The teacher tells Praxis what she teaches, where, and to whom. Every name or PII, tokenized on device using local LLM before anything reaches the cloud. Subjects, grade levels, class sizes. The context every recommendation gets shaped by. Every teacher has a Sunday night question. Praxis is the colleague who has time to answer it. 17 scales from the OECD's validated Teacher Knowledge Survey. The atlas every score is anchored in. The teacher writes a note about a real moment from her week. Recess turned into a fight. The issue didn't resolve. Names redact live. Memory pulls similar moments from her own history. Research grounds the answer in cited papers. And coach returns one specific move, bound to a TKS scale, anchored to her own evidence, ready to run as an experiment. Not a vibe, a verdict. Paste a lesson, and the mirror scores 5 OECD dimensions of teaching practice. Each score points to the student moments it used or abstains, and every lesson compares against the last one she ran. The Experiments tab is where a single insight becomes a habit. Praxis proposes a small, scoped experiment. Try this in your second period class for 2 weeks. The teacher accepts, runs it, and Praxis tracks the verdict against a baseline. Every experiment cites the paper it came from. Every claim cites a paper. That's the difference between a coach and a chatbot. The teacher asks for something different on cognitive activation this week. The research specialist returns 3 peer-reviewed moves, each with a classroom translation and a link to the source. The coach picks the one that fits her grade and subject.